Hi guys, my name's Allie. I am going to answer some random questions about vitiligo for you today. Okay, the first one is, what is vitiligo? Vitiligo is a disorder in which you have blotches of skin pigment missing all over your skin. So how do you get vitiligo? You can get vitiligo from several different ways because scientists are actually not sure what causes it. It could be hereditary. It could be from another autoimmune disease. It could be also if you had some substantial stressor in your life happen, like, or maybe a huge sunburn. There's so many different causes. Personally, for myself, I'm not sure, but I do have an immune disorder called Hashimoto's disease, which is where my thyroid produces antibodies to attack itself. So, and I know that I have that because I went to the doctor and they did a bunch of tests on my T3 and T4, and that's what they came up with because I had all of a sudden a lot of hair loss, and then I started having these patches and I wasn't sure what was going on. So that was my diagnosis. So I think this might have something to do with it, but also it could have been a stressor because it didn't start until I was 20, 22, something like that I started to get it around my fingers. And I thought originally that it was from getting my nails done at the nail salon and putting my nails or my hands into the UV light. But when it started happening in different patches all over, then I realized it was something different, and that's when I went to the dermatologist. Well, my next question is, when did it happen? And since I kind of already answered that, I was in my 20s when all of a sudden I noticed that I was getting, like my skin pigmentation was dissipating all around my fingertips. So that's when I started the journey to try to find out what was happening. Since then, it's rapidly progressed. It's been, I'll have to show you some pictures so you can see, but it's really like all over my hands now, on my arms, on my elbows, all over my face. The next question is, can you cure it? Vitiligo is not curable. There are treatments that you can use, different skin creams that can repigment your skin. I also think they have pills too, but it's mostly creams. But that doesn't stop it from happening. So you could be repigmenting your skin in one place and then you're still losing pigmentation. So it's kind of, to me at least, not worth it. Let's see. How has it affected my life? All the time, people either just stare at my vitiligo or they'll ask me what it is. I always try to explain it the best I can without having to give too much information. But kids have a lot of questions. So they always think that I burned myself in some weird way, or they're not really sure how to understand it. So that's always the audience it's harder to explain it to. But I've had random people come up to me and tell me all about my disease. I had one guy tell me that Michael Jackson had it in Home Depot, and that was hilarious. So I just think if you know somebody with vitiligo, or if you see somebody with vitiligo, don't stare at them crazy. Like, they're self-conscious about it enough, and it would be helpful to not have everybody staring. Let's see what else. Also, when I'm out in the sun now, I have to be a lot more careful. This past year for my birthday, I went to the beach and my nose got sunburned, and it was like, that's never happened to me before. I've never gotten sunburned, so now I have to be more aware of being out in the sun, making sure I have sunscreen on, having hats on, which is crazy because I never thought that that would be something that I'd have to deal with. So I think that that's crazy. This is my first video. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. If you have any other questions about vitiligo, leave them in the comments and then I'll answer them, maybe on another video in the future. Also, my link is below, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can do that.